The Young and the Uneasy, according to 3-week spoilers for September 8 to 26, 2025. Claire Grace Newman, Haley Aaron, and Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, are both furious. Audra Charles, Zulika Silver, is babbling to Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, on Monday, September 8th, about her problems with Claire and Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller. Audra only needs to unwind and prepare for the Abbott.com launch party, according to Sally. Sally informs Audra that since Kyle and Claire are on the guest list, she should avoid them. After Sally leaves, Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, surprises Audra, and Audra begins to complain about Claire. She should stop talking about Claire, Holden urges her. Holden believes he has a chance with Claire, which is why Audra laughs at him. Holden then threatens to notify Audra's boss, Sally, about their actions in Los Angeles. He threatens to reveal how he cleaned up Audra's unlawful mess, unless Audra leads Claire and Kyle alone. Holden promises that if he tells Audra her big, nasty secret, she will leave Genoa City. As they prepare for Monday's Abbott.com launch party, Sally laments to Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, about Audra. Sally worries that Audra won't act appropriately at the gathering. Sally believes Audra will calm down, but Billy believes she is a problem. For good fortune, Billy lends Sally an ancestral brooch belonging to Catherine Chancellor for the occasion. Claire informs Victor Newman, Eric Braden, across town that she is angry about Kyle kissing Audra and that Audra has been making fun of her. In addition, she finds Kyle's proposition perplexing and questions whether Victor was correct about Kyle all along. Claire is taken aback when Victor informs her that Kyle has proven himself and passed his test. Victor tells Claire that he believes Kyle loves her and that he was quite delighted by the bargain Kyle offered him. He was also impressed that Kyle never mentioned it to Claire, but Victor also refuses to explain the situation to her. Victor is referring to that $5 million contract, of course. He advises Claire to follow her instincts and go speak with Kyle. Since Kyle never intended to harm Claire, he talks to Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinel, about going too far in his attempts to reveal Audra's plot. He should give her daughter some time, Victoria suggests. Victoria and Kyle are both concerned that Audra might snap now that she has nothing to lose. Victoria informs Kyle that the timing of his proposal to Claire was disastrous. In order to prevent Audra from causing him and Claire any more problems, Kyle speaks with Victoria. Victoria pledges to inquire about Claire's feelings on Kyle. Kyle then apologizes for pressing her with the proposal as Claire arrives. Claire, however, is fed up with the lies and insists on knowing what Kyle and Victor agreed to. Victoria goes to discuss Claire and Kyle with Victor. The fact that her father is genuinely helping the couple astounds her. Victor concurs with Victoria that Audra is a major issue that needs to be eliminated. Tells Claire what he and Audra did in Leh on Tuesday, September 9th, and claims it wasn't strictly legal. Claire wants to know if Holden is attempting to defend Audra, himself, or another else. Holden fears that if Claire learns the truth about what transpired, she won't view him the same way she does now. However, Claire will not back down, and it appears like Holden will come clean next week. After that, Holden, Kyle, and Claire had a heated encounter when Daniel Romalotti, Michael Damian, performs his first song for his father on Tuesday. Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, tells him that she is eager to see how he would react. Tessa is told by Daniel that her song and words are as lovely as she is. Well done for flirting. We speculate as to whether Maria Copeland, Cameron Grimes, and Tessa would proceed from separation to divorce once she confesses to her. When Joshua Morrow's character, Nick Newman, tells Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, about Kane Ashby's Billy Flynn actions, we assume Nick would once more advise Phyllis to cut bait and flee and leave Kane alone. She won't listen though, of course. Kyle and Claire find it difficult to agree. Will Kyle keep the contract in his pocket, or will he reveal it to Victor? We believe it was made with all sincerity. However, we do think Claire might lose it when she hears it. Someone spoils Billy and Sally's important Abbott.com launch event on Wednesday, September 10. Kane appears to be the only one at society when Sally and Billy arrive, expecting people, decor, champagne, and music. Kane says he's relieved they made it since he was beginning to worry, and Sally is in complete horror. On Wednesday, Jack Abbott, Peter Birdman, receives a mysterious message that alarms him, and Phyllis seizes control of something. We all know that Kane is up to not good, and Victor wants to permanently destroy Jabba and Jack using Kane's eye software. Billy must report to Jack on Thursday, September 11th, and it might have to do with the launch party going awry. Phyllis is occupied with making Sally feel better and giving her unnecessary and unwanted counsel. Once more, this might have to do with the AbbottCom launch's failure. Nick gives a secret to Sharon Newman, Sharon case. We're curious if Nick will inform Sharon about Victor's efforts to form an alliance with Kane and his extremely powerful AI in order to pursue Jack and Jabba. Victor and Michael Baldwin, Christian Jules Leblanc, are resolving unresolved issues on Friday, September 12. This is undoubtedly about Michael leaving Victor and taking Kane's offer into consideration. Speaking of Kane, he has a new supporter who could be Michael or Sally. As the new CEO, Sally is dealing with an ethical dilemma, and it appears that something is happening with AbbottCom, Kane, Jack, and Billy that makes her feel extremely uneasy. As we approach fall, let's discuss September 15 through September 19 and beyond. Kane proceeds with his ambitious scheme. Kane has gained a new ally and is prepared to go. Michael thinks about taking the chance of working for Kane, and naturally, Victor wants him to spy while he's there. Fans will be on the edge of their seats as The Young and the Restless promises stunning developments as the drama in Genoa City heats up. The days ahead will be chaotic, full of revelations and heartbreaks due to Adam's volcanic temper and Claire's stunning outburst. As tensions rise, secrets are revealed, and Genoa City gets ready for its biggest shock to date. Here's a preview of what the next 3 weeks will bring. Tensions have been rising ever since Adam Newman returned to Genoa City. Adam's disinterest in subtly disappearing into the background was evident from the beginning. For months, his enmity with his family, especially Victor and Nick, has been simmering beneath the surface, and now it's poised to explode. Fans may anticipate Adam confronting Victor, Nick, and possibly Chelsea, whom he believes have mistreated him, throughout this 3-week time. As he attempts to regain what he feels is properly his, control over Newman Enterprises, his family's acceptance, and a new beginning with his kids, his annoyance and rage will explode. When Adam is forced to make a significant choice that could affect his standing in the Newman family, his rage becomes evident. He will act rashly as a result of the family's power struggle, and the outcomes will be devastating. Adam is constantly impulsive, and will do whatever it takes to obtain what he wants, even if it means alienating the people who are most important to him. Adam's tense relationship with his father, Victor Newman, is the root of his fury. Being the brains behind the Newman Enterprise, Victor has never relinquished power lightly. However, Adam will fight Victor more vehemently than ever before since he feels that he is the one who should be at the head of the Newman dynasty. Adam accuses Victor of favoritism and undermining him at every opportunity, so expect a heated exchange between father and son. The stakes rise as their dispute intensifies, and Adam's rage may force him to make a crucial choice. Will he take advantage of the situation, or will he permanently leave the family? Nick and Nikki will have to choose a side in the aftermath of this altercation, which will rock the Newman household. Victor would attempt to keep control of the business, but Adam's determination is unflinching. The younger Newman's willingness to destroy relationships in order to win is evident. Chelsea Lawson and Adam are at a turning point in their relationship amid the turmoil. Although Chelsea has always been devoted to Adam, she will start to doubt her place in his life as his rage becomes out of control. Chelsea's support for Adam's goals will be put to the test as he attempts to take over Newman Enterprises. She has always admired Adam's ability, but her doubts about their future together grow as she sees more of his anger and destructive actions. At a turning point in their relationship, Chelsea struggles with the knowledge that Adam's fixation on vengeance and power may be hazardous. Will Chelsea remain in Adam's company, or will she leave his poisonous hold? The turmoil doesn't stop there, even though Adam's rage completely upends the Newman household. Claire, a totally unexpected character, is going to have a dramatic outburst that no one saw coming and send the entire town into disarray. A woman who has always kept to herself and hasn't often played a major role in Genoa City's drama. Claire will be engulfed in a whirlpool of emotions that will cause her to blow out in front of the whole town. Claire's outburst follows a string of personal and professional setbacks, and it's obvious that she's been concealing a lot under her composed facade. Although the specifics of Claire's eruption are still unknown, it will entail a run-in with some of Genoa City's most notable residents, such as Sharon Rosales and Phyllis Summers. Supporters are eager to find out what will cause this eruption and how it will impact Genoa City's dynamic. Will Claire's tantrum cause a series of events that reverberate throughout the town? Or is it a one-time occurrence? Never one to back down from a fight. Phyllis Summers will undoubtedly be at the core of Claire's tantrum. Although Phyllis has had her share of adversaries over the years, Claire will be upset with her because of her recent behavior. Although the two ladies have had their share of arguments, Claire's reaction will go beyond a simple verbal altercation. The argument will swiftly get heated as Claire accuses Phyllis of treachery and deceit. With her connections and reputation on the line, Phyllis will be reeling from the surprise attack. Phyllis will have to face the repercussions of her actions as she attempts to keep control of the circumstance. Is this the start of the end for her as the drama queen of Genoa City? The constant mediator in Genoa City, Sharon Rosales, will be entangled in the dispute between Claire and Phyllis. In this tense circumstance, Sharon, who has always attempted to maintain harmony, will have to take sides. Although mediating is Sharon's natural inclination, she will soon recognize that she has little control over this circumstance. Sharon's role as the town's emotional pillar will be put to the test as Claire and Phyllis are at odds, and she will need to determine her true allegiance. Will she stand up for Phyllis, who is at the center of the controversy, or will she support Claire, who feels deceived and invisible? The three women's conflict will have a lasting effect on their relationships and could perhaps permanently alter the structure of their bonds. For months to come, Sharon's actions in this plot will determine her position in Genoa City. Expect former flames to reappear in the most surprising ways amid all the drama. There will be other romances at danger besides Adam and Chelsea's tumultuous relationship. As unresolved emotions arise, other characters, like Phyllis and Jack Abbott, will have to face the ghosts of their pasts. Although Jack's feelings for Phyllis have always been complex, he will start to doubt his true desires as tension in Genoa City increases. Will he feel it's better to move on from the past, or will he resume his romance with Phyllis? All of Genoa City will be on edge as the drama surrounding Adam's rage and Claire's startling outburst plays out. These dramatic incidents will have an impact on every character, from Ray Rosales to Nikki Newman. Fans will be left wanting more as the next 3 weeks are filled with intense emotion, power battles, and surprising turns. Fans are left wondering what lies next for the people they have grown to love and occasionally despise as the storm clouds gather in Genoa City. The intense confrontations between Phyllis, Sharon, and others, Claire's unplanned outburst, and Adam's need for control will pave the way for future conflicts of much greater magnitude. These impending spoilers promise to continue Genoa City's heritage of drama that has always been bigger than life. The upcoming weeks will undoubtedly be memorable due to the high level of stress. Will Adam's rage bring him to ruin, or will he finally take his place at the top? And what long-term effects will Claire's tantrum have on the town's dynamics? Fans will undoubtedly be left wanting more when the solutions are revealed.